If you've hired a marketing company before and it didn't work, I want you to stay with me for 15 minutes because I'm going to show you exactly why it failed, and it has nothing to do with bad luck. You trusted someone who said they could deliver and they didn't. But if you walk away from this video knowing these three things, you're going to be in a much better position the next time you're evaluating a marketing partner. There are exactly three things that, when a marketing partner skips them, almost guarantee failure. And I've seen all three happen over and over. We're going to go through each one, and for each one, I'm going to tell you what it looks like, why it matters, and what should have happened instead. The first reason is what I call the industry playbook problem. You hire an agency and they come back 2 weeks later with a strategy. But if you look closely, it's the same plan they gave the last three people in your industry. It might even have worked for someone else. But here's the thing. Your business is not the same as every other business in your space. Your service area is different. Your customer base is different. Maybe you dominate a part of town that nobody else is even competing in, or maybe you're trying to break into a market where there are 5 other companies already spending money on ads. A strategy that ignores your actual sales footprint is just a guess wearing a suit. Here's what should have happened instead. Before any strategy gets built, someone needs to map your actual sales zone, where your best customers come from, where you want to grow, and what the competitive landscape looks like in those specific areas. That's not extra work. That's the foundation. Without it, everything else is built on sand. The second reason is one that almost nobody talks about, and it's the one that produces the most damage. Your last agency probably never took the time to see who else was competing for customers in your specific sales zone. And that means they had no idea what a strong, unique value proposition or call to action would even look like for your business because they didn't know what they were competing against. Think about it this way. If I'm going to write an ad that makes people or someone pick you over 3 other companies in the same area, I need to know what those 3 companies are saying. What are they offering? What do they lead with? And if I don't know that, I'm writing your messaging in a vacuum. And the ad might be fine in isolation, but it's not giving anyone a compelling reason to choose you specifically. This is the one I'd want every business owner to write down. You cannot write a compelling reason to choose your company if you don't know who you're being compared to. Competitive research isn't a nice to have. It's literally the foundation of every word in your advertising. No research means no differentiation. No differentiation means your ads look like everyone else's. And when you look like everyone else, price becomes the only deciding factor, and that's a race you don't want to run. The third one is the one that frustrates me the most because it's so easily avoidable. Most agencies, when they onboard a new client, start from scratch. No review of what ran before. They don't ask to see your previous ad account, your previous spend, or your previous creative. And this is a huge problem because if we don't know what you tried before and why it didn't work, how can we make intelligent recommendations for what to do next? Changing everything does not help you build on anything that was actually working. And in almost every account we've ever audited, there is something worth saving. An audience that responded, a message that had traction, a channel that was underutilized. When your last agency skipped the audit, they threw all of that away. What should have happened before your new agency touched a single dollar of your budget? They should have done a full analysis on your past spend. What ran? What converted? What didn't? What audiences were engaged? What creative got results and why? That's not optional. That's due diligence. And if your last partner didn't do it, that's not bad luck. That's a process failure. So what does a partner who actually does this right look like? There are 3 things. First, they audit before they act. They want to see everything you've done in the past before they recommend anything new. Second, they research your competitive zone before they write a single word of your messaging. They want to know who you're up against. Third, they tie their recommendations back to your actual revenue goals, not just ad metrics. Impressions and clicks are not the same thing as customers. Here's the hard truth. Most of what failed wasn't your fault. You hired someone who presented themselves as an expert. You trusted the process. The process let you down. But now you know what to look for, and that changes everything about how you evaluate your next marketing investment. If this video resonated with you, there's a lot more where this came from. The link in the description takes you straight to our blog, which is packed with content built specifically for business owners who want to make better decisions about their marketing. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you there.